Good evening, Ian Henderson with ABC News. Plumes of volcanic ash from Chile are continuing to play havoc with flight schedules across Australia's southeast. Virgin Australia kept flying today, but Qantas and Jetstar cancelled all flights to and from Adelaide, Tasmania and New Zealand. 3 days of flight delays and cancellations have disrupted the travel plans of tens of thousands of people. And as Stephanie March reports, many frustrated Melbourne-bound passengers turned to other modes of transport.
The overnight train from Sydney to Melbourne was packed when it arrived at Southern Cross Station this morning.
We got the last 4 seats on the train. It was very uncomfortable.
More carriages and buses were put on to cope with the extra demand. With no overland options, many Melbourne-bound passengers stranded in Tasmania took to the seas, fed up with the uncertainty around their flights.
It was frustrating to say the least.
It was a disaster, but anyway, we're here now, so we should be right.
Others had to charter planes to get off the Apple Isle, and they were happy to pay a premium.
If we don't get back today, then we'll be feeling it for more than a month, so we've got to get back today.
Yeah.
What sort of work do you do?
We're air traffic controllers.
At Melbourne Airport, the flow-on from days of delays was still being felt, with many flights to New Zealand still grounded.
And I've been on this hotline phone for 5 hours, couldn't get through it. And the only way to rebook your flight is through this hotline.
As forecast, the ash cloud drifted from Melbourne to Adelaide, where all Qantas, Jetstar and Tiger flights were cancelled.
Every time we go to Europe, we're booking in advance hotels, we're spending a lot of money, and then all of a sudden, all the plans are going down the drain.
Passengers remain confused and frustrated over why some airlines were flying and others were not.
Jetstar cancelled flights left, right and centre, and now I've just gone to Virgin and they want a one-way ticket, $405 from Melbourne to Sydney.
That sort of sucks, but oh well, what can you do?
I think it's typical of Richard Branson's attitude. He's very there, so that's why Virgin is flying.
The ash cloud could still pose problems for Melbourne and Perth. Forecasters say it will remain over Tasmania and Adelaide for at least 24 hours.
We'll still be watching for the next week, I think, but we expect the ash clouds to get weaker as they come across.
Which is great news for thousands of weary travellers. Stephanie March, ABC News, Melbourne.